Are you turning 65 soon and trying to determine which Medicare supplement you should choose? Or did you delay Medicare Part B when you turned 65 and have recently signed up for it and now need to choose a Medicare supplement? Depending on your age, there are 9 to 12 different Medicare supplement plans for you to pick from. If you turned 65 prior to January 2020, you have 12 different Medicare supplement options to choose from. If you turn 65 after that, then you have 9 different plans to choose from. The Plan C, F, and High-Deductible F are no longer available. But when it really comes down to it, there are only 3 Medicare supplement plans you should consider, and in this video, I'm going to tell you what they are and who should consider each one. Then at the end, I will even tell you which plan I plan on choosing when I turn 65. Hi, I'm Chris Prying, the Medicare Analyst, licensed agent in 14 states, and I am based out of Charlottesville, Virginia. Maximizing your Medicare should be very important to you, and my goal is to help people like you make a wise and confident decision about all of your Medicare choices so that you can protect your income, your assets, your savings, and your health. If today is your birthday, then a very happy birthday to you. Wilfred Peterson said, "Your birthday is the beginning of your own personal new year. Your first birthday was the beginning, and each new birthday is a chance to begin again, to start over, to take a new grip on life." So let's start with the Plan G. The Plan G is now the most comprehensive Medicare supplement available, unless, again, you turn 65 prior to January 2020. Then you can still get the Plan F, but probably don't need to. If you look at the chart, you will see that the Plan G covers 100% of everything Medicare doesn't cover except for the Part B deductible, which for 2025 is $257 per year. And that does go up every year. So with the Plan G, you pay absolutely nothing for Part A services, including an additional 365 days after Medicare benefits are used up, the Part B 20% coinsurance once you've met the Part B deductible, the Part B excess charges, which would only occur if you saw one of the 3 to 5% of providers that don't accept Medicare assignment. But what are the downsides on the Plan G? Well, the premiums are the highest. The premiums typically go up at a faster rate than other plan options I'm going to mention. To me, there are 2 candidates for the Plan G. First is someone that wants to just set it and forget it. You don't mind a slightly higher premium, you don't mind it going up a bit faster than the other options, and you don't want to have to deal with paying any co-payments at all. You pay your premium plus the Part B deductible and you are done. Or someone who has serious health issues and tends to or needs to frequent providers for Part B services a lot. Get the Plan G when first eligible, because you are guaranteed to get it for up to 6 months after you turn 65 and or your Part B starts. You won't have to worry about getting dinged for co-payments or some Part B office visits or some ER visits. Next we have the Plan N. If you look at the Plan N, you will see that except for 2 things, it is identical to the Plan G. So with the Plan N, you still have to pay or meet the Part B deductible each year. You still have full coverage on Part A services as you do with the Plan G. The downsides of the Plan N, or the 2 things that are different, are the Plan N doesn't cover the Part B excess charges. So if you do happen to go to a provider that doesn't accept Medicare assignment, then that provider can charge you 15% above the Medicare approved amount. Say the provider charges $200 for a service and Medicare allows $100 for that service. Then the provider can charge 15% of the $100 or $15 above and beyond any potential copayment that you may have. You will have copayments for some Part B services or office visits. To be precise, you may have a copayment of up to $20 for some office visits. There are 15 office medical codes that you can be charged for, so anywhere from 0 to 20. You may have a copayment of up to $50 for ER visits. There are 5 different ER medical codes that you could be charged for, so anywhere from 0 to 50. So what are the benefits of the Plan N over the Plan G? Well, lower premiums that typically go up at a slower rate than the Plan G. Therefore, the premium savings gets greater and greater each year. Who shouldn't get a Plan N? Simple. Someone that does or likely will frequent Part B office visits where they could be charged up to $20 for each office visit. That type of person could be someone with a chronic condition like cancer or kidney failure that demands weekly or ongoing treatment and might be dinged with an office visit charge for that treatment. There's a reasonable possibility that those treatments won't be considered office visits, but one should plan on it. Or perhaps someone that needs weekly physical therapy or needs weekly mental health care. In both cases, there's a chance one of those 15 different office visit medical codes could be charged. Who should get a Plan N? Well, in my view, almost everybody. If you are in relatively decent health or your health issues don't necessitate frequent office visits, you want to save premium dollars and you want those savings to get greater and greater each year, you don't mind some very minor copayments upon occasion. And for the third option, we have the high-deductible Plan G. The high-deductible Plan G is what I call Medicare's best kept secret and the best alternative to Medicare Advantage. The high-deductible Plan G is like a catastrophic supplement. With the high deductible, you have an annual deductible of $2,870 for 2025. Here's how that works. You are responsible for the first $2,870 that Medicare doesn't cover. Keep that in mind, what Medicare doesn't cover. So that would be the Part A deductible of $1,676, Part A daily co-payments of $419 per day starting at day 61 of an inpatient stay, the Part B annual deductible of $257, the 20% Part B coinsurance if and when you exceed the $2,870, then the high deductible G becomes like a regular G. And you must know that the deductible goes up every year based upon the Consumer Price Index Urban. So what are the benefits of the high deductible G? Lower to much lower premiums compared to a regular Plan G and even a Plan N in many cases. Just depends on where you live and your age. It traditionally goes up at a much slower rate than a regular Plan G or Plan N. If you've watched any of my other videos, you have seen that you can plan on a Plan G going up at least 10% per year on average. And don't be surprised if it goes up 15 to 20% in some years. And the Plan N may go up 7.5 to 10% per year on average, but again, don't be surprised if it goes up 15 to 20% in some years. The high deductible G, on the other hand, what I typically see are rate increases of 2.5% or less. I have clients that started on the high deductible G 10 years ago or more. Their rates then were in the $50 range and still are. Of course, the past doesn't always predict the future, and what one person experiences doesn't mean you will experience the same thing. But this should give you an idea of what to hopefully expect. Who should get the high deductible Plan G? Those in very good health, those that work hard at maintaining their health, those that hope to stay in good health. So those who are very proactive in being as healthy and fit as they can be as they age. Those who simply don't frequent providers a lot. Those that won't mind having to come up with a full deductible if something occurs. Someone that has an HSA. The funds in the HSA can be used to pay any premium, co-payments, co-insurance, and deductibles. Those that want to save premium dollars and you want those savings to get greater and greater each year. Those that want to reallocate the premium savings to something else. Perhaps other insurance like dental, maybe even a small life insurance policy, perhaps an investment. Savings for big ticket items or travel, and almost everyone living in New York that is considering a Medicare supplement. So why don't you hear more about the high deductible G? Well, one, not as many companies offer it, and two, agents don't get paid much for it. Other reasons are the potential for having to meet the deductible does scare some people off, and some people find it confusing as to what you have to pay for and when. Now perhaps you're asking, so Chris, which Medicare supplement do you plan to get when you turn 65? That's a fair question, and as of right now, I plan on getting the high deductible G. But you shouldn't pick any Medicare supplement plan because of what I would pick, what your spouse would pick, or what your friend would pick. You should pick a plan that best suits your unique needs, philosophies, and budget. And if you need my help with that, then please let me know. If you already have a Medicare supplement, please comment below as to which one you got and why you chose it. All right, that's it for today. I do hope that you have found this helpful. If you have any questions about what I've just gone over and when you are ready for my help in maximizing your healthcare and retirement insurance coverage and making a wise choice when it comes to all of your Medicare insurance options, and you live in one of the states that I'm licensed in, which you can see here, then please feel free to reach out to me either by phone or through one of my contact forms on my website. We will have, I hope, an open and honest conversation about your healthcare needs, philosophies, and budget. I'll do my best to answer any questions or concerns that you may have. Once we determine what is best for your unique needs and budget, I will then enroll you in the plan or plans of your choice and of course be available down the road for your support. To stay up to date and gain more insight on maximizing your Medicare insurance, then please go ahead and subscribe. And who do you know who may benefit from this info? Please share it with them. I'm Chris Prang, the Medicare analyst. Make it a great day.